In the rich world of Celtic mythology, few stories resonate with the power of tragedy and heroism like that of Ferdia, a mighty warrior whose fate is inextricably bound with the epic tale of the Táin Bó Cúailnge, the Cattle Raid of Cooley. Ferdia's story is one of brotherhood, loyalty, and ultimately, an unavoidable fate that elevates his character to that of a tragic hero in Irish myth. While Ferdia is often overshadowed by the fame of his adversary, Chulainn, his role in the narrative is crucial, illustrating the complexities of duty, honor, and the devastating consequences of war. Ferdia was one of the greatest warriors of the Connaught army, loyal to Queen Medb. He had a close bond with Chulainn, the renowned warrior of Ulster, forged during their time training together as young men. The two shared an intimate bond, akin to that of brothers, as they learned the arts of war and strategy under the guidance of the renowned warrior Scathack in Scotland. This training gave them both unmatched prowess in battle, but it also set the stage for the heart-wrenching clash that would define Ferdia's legacy. The most famous chapter of Ferdia's life occurs during the Táin Bó Cúailnge, the legendary cattle raid that pits the forces of Connaught, led by Queen Medb, against the warriors of Ulster. The story begins when Queen Medb sets out to steal the prized brown bull of Cooley, a sacred and powerful animal that would provide immense prestige to her kingdom. However, the Ulster warriors, cursed by the Geis, magical bindings, are unable to defend their land, leaving Chulainn, still a young hero, to single-handedly hold off the Connaught army. Ferdia's role in this epic conflict comes when he is called to battle by Queen Medb. It is here that the tragedy of his fate unfolds. Although he had once been like a brother to Chulainn, their paths were now in direct opposition due to the political and personal allegiances that separated them. Queen Medb, knowing the bond between the two warriors, sent Ferdia to face Chulainn, believing that the emotional conflict between the two former comrades might weaken Chulainn's resolve. The ensuing battle between Ferdia and Chulainn is one of the most memorable and tragic confrontations in Irish mythology. In a fierce, long-lasting duel, the two combatants are evenly matched. However, the outcome is inevitable. Despite their deep friendship and mutual respect, Chulainn is ultimately forced to kill Ferdia. The emotional toll of this battle is immense. As the warriors continue to fight, Chulainn is struck by the realization that he is pitting his skill against his closest friend. At one point, Chulainn is able to land a fatal blow, using his deadly weapon, the Gí Balg, which, through its magical properties, kills Ferdia in a brutal and sorrowful manner. The moment of Ferdia's death is deeply poignant. Chulainn, devastated by the necessity of killing his friend, is forced to take the life of the man who had once been his equal and his brother in arms. In a final act of respect, Chulainn mourns his fallen comrade, crying out for forgiveness for the inevitable act he had to commit. The tragedy of Ferdia's death underscores the brutal nature of war and the sacrifices that heroes often must make, even when facing their closest allies. Ferdia's tragic end is not just about his death but also about the futility of their conflict. His loyalty to Queen Medb and his role in the battle were driven by duty, but the relationship between him and Chulainn could never be severed, even by the demands of war. The relationship between the two warriors, once brothers in arms, now embodies the personal costs of heroism. This juxtaposition of brotherhood and enmity is a central theme in Irish mythology, reflecting the complex realities of loyalty, friendship, and duty. The legacy of Ferdia in Celtic mythology is one of nobility, courage, and tragic fate. Though he is often overshadowed by the legendary status of Chulainn, Ferdia remains a vital figure in the mythological landscape of Ireland. His story speaks to the complexities of human relationships, the consequences of war, and the power of honor and duty. His role as a tragic hero is etched into the tapestry of Irish myth, illustrating the inevitable nature of fate and the human condition. Ferdia's tale also highlights the theme of fate that pervades much of Celtic mythology. Despite his best efforts and valiant heart, Ferdia could not escape the prophecy that set his path. His death at the hands of his former friend, while tragic, was predestined, a powerful reminder that even the greatest heroes cannot escape the forces that shape their lives. As a character, Ferdia stands as a symbol of the warrior ethos in Celtic mythology. He represents the ideal of the noble warrior, loyal, skilled, and courageous, whose heart is torn by the demands of duty and the inevitable toll of conflict. His story invites us to reflect on the nature of heroism, friendship, and the sacrifices that come with it. The tragedy of Ferdia is a reminder of the human cost of war and the complexities of the warrior's path.